Hello everyone, my name is Hectic and welcome back to the channel. Hopefully this audio is okay this time. I've been trying to figure out a lot of the issues that have been going on with my audio lately. Because there's been a lot of content that I've uploaded that I couldn't fix without redoing the video. So hopefully this one is fine. Today we're doing a Valorant themed inventory. We are basically restarting this series using the website valorantbuilder.com where you can build your own inventory without affecting anything in game, and basically you have access to every single skin there is, every single battle pass, all the premium skins, everything. So let's get into this. And if you read the title here, we are starting off with the color black, right? We're doing the bare blood black inventory, right? So the goals for this is to make it as drippy as possible. We cannot use default skins. We must use at least battle pass skins, if not premium skins, right? Um, I think previously in the series I said I'd like to try to at least use some battle pass skins, but that rule is no longer uh, in play. But it is. We don't need to avoid battle pass skins, but we don't have to at least have battle pass skins if there's other drippy options, right? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do what my personal loadout. What I would use if I was going to do these themed inventories, and then we'll get into some of the other options that we can. Maybe not every single option, but we'll get into that. Starting off with the classic, and they should have uh, um, added the outlaw here. Just it would have made sense just to at least add it. I know there's not really any skins for it, but they still should have added it just to, right? Starting off with the classic here. Uh, and for black, there's not a whole lot of things that you could do for black. You could do spectrum. If I remember, a lot of these, if they have variants, they're probably garbage variants too. There's actually not a lot. I think maybe black market on the other side. Spline, I don't really like that personally. And then you're getting into some of this stuff. So if I were to use a black themed one, I would use this black and like purplish one. This is actually one that I do use in game. So we're going to equip that one as a classic. So the Spectrum Classic, the Shorty. Um, we got to go with the drippiest one that I know is the Araxis Shorty. The frenzy is gonna be a hard one because I don't think there's any like premium black variants off of anything. There's not like a Reaver frenzy or something like that. So let me scroll through. Most of these I do know which ones I'm choosing because they're my personal loadout, but some of these I might. The lightweight frenzy, we're probably gonna have to go with the black lightweight frenzy, which is pretty darn drippy. Um, I don't know of anything else that you could use. The Ion doesn't have any. These don't have any. Um, Guardrail. What the heck is that one? Um, and black, right? We do want to put in the rules that you do, like I did when I originally tried started this series, that we do want to get to as close to pure black as possible, right? So this thing, like if it's like almost all white and has like a little bit of black to it, right? Like this Elder Flame thing, this is more of like a purplish brown thing, right? That's not close to black. We want to get as close to pure black as possible, like the Origin. The Xeno Hunters has more black, and I think than the Origin Frenzy. You see what I mean? Right, if we want to go technicality with that. So I'm going to use the black lightweight frenzy. The ghost. There is a Reaver ghost, isn't there? .exe could be something. Isn't there a Reaver ghost? Yes, Reaver ghost. We could use the black one, or we could use the Sovereign. I personally have the Sovereign equipped in my personal loadout. But if I if the Reaver Ghost came into my shot, I would have picked that one up. So we're gonna go with the Reaver Ghost. The Sheriff. Uh, I think what we're gonna do with that one is do the K Tech, right? You could also do the black Reaver Sheriff or the Lightwave. However, I think the K-Tac, while yes, again we're kind of breaking the rule of already of close to pure black as possible. I do want to add some variety to this. Um, and the K-Tac series I think is underrated. This is at very very clean for a Battle Pass skin and for a black themed inventory. K-Tac just really really sits hard. I think that looks absolutely clean. Stinger, uh, Riot Games, please added some more Stinger skins. I know you absolutely hate the Stinger for whatever reason, but please add in some better skins. I think for this one, we go with either Prelude to Chaos or where's the Sovereign? Oh, it's by alphabetical. So there's Sovereign Stinger, and we go with this variant. It's technically like a black purplish, but that one I do have that one equipped. The Spectre, uh, we could go with the Black Neptune Spectre. What one would I have used personally? I actually don't have a black skin. I'm actually black is the theme that I'm running in my inventory right now in Valorant. We could go Minima, but that looks horrible. There's also a Reaver Spectre. I think we're probably going to end up choosing that one, right? I I don't know if I like this contrast, dude. Like the black is like super super black in here. It's like almost faded. Bucky, uh, I think this one's gonna be a hard one because I don't think there's anything that's really has good black variants. So we might have to do the black light wave for that one. That would be the one that I personally choose. The judge is I think harder than the Bucky because there's one not that many skins and as far as black variants, I don't recall the judge having any black variants. I don't have a black variant equipped because of that. Oh, .exe I think is what we're gonna go with. That's pretty clean. Bulldog. Bulldog, we could go two directions here, Araxes and Spectrum. I personally have the Araxes Bulldog one, so that's what I'm going to go with. I like the Araxes over the Spectrum, actually. Guardian. There's a lot of options for black in this one. Personally, the one that I have equipped is... do I have the Reaver Guardian? Oh, no, I have the Sovereign equipped, is what I'm going to do. So I think that's what I'm going to do for the variety. I don't really want to do like all of this Reaver. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. So we'll go with the Sovereign Guardian there. When we get into the second half, there's gonna be a lot of options. The Guardian actually has a lot of options when it comes to that. The Phantom, I could go with the Spectra, but nope, I'm going with the Reaver. That's the one that I have equipped. QR comes before S. I thought. Where the heck is the Reaver Phantom? There it is. Black Reaver. That's drippy as heck. Vandal. We're not going with the Reaper on that. We're going with big surprise the Araxes. The Araxes basically is drippy all around, no matter uh what what guy you chose for the Araxes, because there's a Vandal, there's a Bulldog, there's a Shorty, and I think the Operator were the four. It always comes in a set of four and then a melee. All four of those are drippy options. The Marshal, unfortunately, I think the only one that we have really to go off of is the Sovereign. That's the one that I equipped. Sovereign Marshal right there. Operator. I personally have the Reaver Op equipped. We could go K-Tac again because of how clean that one is. I might go K-Tech because if I had a personal preference, I probably would choose K-Tech on that one. Ares, uh, For blacks, either singularity, I think, is probably the route that we have to go. What? Is there a black? There's not really a one for black in these. We might have to go with the good old default freaking singularity Aries. Yeah, the Aries need some more skins too, dude. Oof. So we'll go with that one. The Odin, probably Reaver Odin. Um, dot exe Black Lightwave could be fun, but I think we're just gonna go with the Reaver Odin. The knife, I guess we'll trip out with the knife. I really don't like doing knives in this collection because there's so many knives. There's actually, I think there's more knives than there are other variants. Actually, there should be one knife for every single skin variant, but um, see, like this, I have no idea what I even want to use as a black knife here. But we can't, but we're going to stick by the rules and say that we cannot use default. So, Sovereign Sword doesn't change anything. A lot of these don't have knife variants because a lot of these were before knife variants were a thing. Reaver Karambit, though, doesn't that have... Yeah, there we go, Black Reaver Karambit. Boom, problem solved. This is going to be, right here, my personal loadout for a black color themed inventory in Valorant. Yeah, so you'll want to take a picture, screenshot this. That is going to be this segment, right? Now we're going to get into another one. What are all of your options? Plus, we're going to do like a couple of things like all Spectrum or all like Reaver. This one. So for the classic, you did have the Spectrum. I think that was it actually. Really, is all that you could do with the black, and that's probably what I'm going to use. That one. Although you could use the black and blue RGX, but I think that has too much blue in it. So we're going to go back to the Spectrum Black. Shorty, the Araxes is really the only other thing. You could use the Prelude to Chaos, right? The default, that one, but yeah, no. There's nothing really good there, so we're going to use that one. Frenzy, again, there's not a whole lot of options. You could go Xeno Hunter. You could do Original Origin. You could argue with the Elder for name. I could see that. There's not a whole lot of options as far as close to black as possible. So I think we have this one nailed. Lightwave. The Ghost. I think there are a couple options you could do. I thought. Maybe not. Reaver Ghost is probably going to be the best option for that. Yeah. You could go Soul Silencer with Omen, but we're going to leave that. Sheriff, alternatively, you could use the Singularity Sheriff. For your God's pleasure, I know y'all are going to be chirping at me to use the Reaver Sheriff. You could also do that. That would be great. Right? Stinger only really has that one option. So we're going to leave that. Spectre. Reaver is good. You could use the Blub. Funny, right? The Singularity. All of that one. We're going to keep the Reaver equipped. Bucky, I think that's really the only option that you have. As far as Black Judge is going to be the same. Bulldog, you could use this, the Araxes, or you could go Spectrum mode. I do have both skins. Pretty drippy in that case. We're going to equip that. Guardian. Now, the Guardian, actually, you have a batch of options. You have the Neptune Guardian. You do have the Spectrum Guardian. In that black one, if you wanted to. Soul Silencer, you could argue on that one. Really, Nation doesn't have that. I know which one I'm looking for. Reaver Guardian as well. You could go black on the Reaver Guardian on that one, right? that one. So that is going to be the Reaver Guardian. We're kind of doing like an Araxes and like Reaver combo ish here, right? Phantom is going to probably be the Reaver or like the Spectrum. It's going to be a good choice as well. You could go that black singularity, but people would probably want other variants if you're gonna put in that much work to get that. You could go minima. You could go spline. I don't like minima at all. Really, minima phantom isn't horrible. It just looks way too much like a default, and I'm not spending $20 to get a repainted default. You could go spline, but why get those variants, right? So that's gonna be that one. Vandal, I think, has more options. You could of course do the Araxes Vandal, which in my opinion is probably the drippiest. You don't really have anything there. Uh, you do have that K-Tech Vandal. On there, honestly, if you're gonna use the Phantom and Vandal on there, um, I would. There's other options I would personally select over the K-Tech for the Vandal. Now, if you really wanted to flex that you had the K-Tech, you probably could do that. Because that is still pretty clean. And then I think you really have the Reaver Vandal as well. The Black Reaver. On that one, we're going to keep the Araxes equipped. Right? Marshall really only has that one option. Right? Yeah. Operator actually has some other decent options. That's more. You could go RGX blue for that one. It worked well in my blue themed inventory that I used to run in Valorant, and it could work with the black a little bit. On the classic and some of the other guns, the blue and black aren't really balanced on this one. This one is balanced enough to go either way. You could go black Araxes operator, which looks sick, and of course you could go black. You could go the K-Tech, and you could go the Black Reaver or the Spline, right? And that's pretty much going to be about it. The Ares is the same, and the Odin is about the same. In Melee, you have all of those. Black is a really, really hard option to do that one, as well as white, which is probably going to be the next one in the series, is also going to be a hard one to do. So I hope you all like this one. Let me know of other combinations of gun that you think I may have missed. What all would you have selected for those, and uh, like what variants would you have chosen? Do you like to go all Spectrum, and then some of these other ones for black, or do you go all Reaver or all Araxes, or what? There's probably gonna be some of you that go into comments like, "Oh, I use all default." Funny joke, but yeah. So let me know that in the comments down below. If that's the first one of this series. My name is Hectic. I'll see you guys in the next